Welcome to Tech Learners. In today's lecture, we will talk about math library provided by the Java. Math class provides methods to work on math calculations such as trigonometric, logarithmic, exponential, Euler's numbers, roots, finding out the powers. We have formulas for all these workings. So let's talk about the math library. It is one of the very important library which is used for the mathematical calculations. So there are functions provided for trigonometric, let's say sine function, cos, tan, to evaluate the values of these logarithmic functions like log 1, log of 101, log 1p, Euler's number to find exponentials, roots, cube root, square root, signum functions, unit of least precisions, ULP, ULP1, and some other functions to find out the absolute, seal of a number, floor of a number, to find out the power of a number, rent, round off, to get the degrees, to convert into radians, and so on. Let's see a little bit in detail these functions. The important thing is the return type of each function so that you can use the function in a better way. So try to understand the return type of a function and the parameter you pass to that function. So let's talk about this absolute function. Here we can pass a double variable and it returns the double value. Normally these functions return us the double value. So what the absolute function does, it returns the absolute value of a double value. Absolute means it will eliminate the minus or plus sign. Similarly, we have the absolute function for the float variables, which will return us the float value. Similarly, for the int, integer variables, will return the integer value. For the long, so you can see we have absolute functions for all these double, float, int, long, and so on. Then we have cos functions, which is accepting a double value and returning a double value, which will return you the arc cosine of a value. Similarly, arc sine, arc tan. So this is a cube root function which will accept a double value and return a double value. What the value will return? It will return the cube root of a double value. Similarly, we have a seal function that returns the smallest or closest to negative infinity double value. Copy sign function. Then we have a cos function. Then we have cos hyperbolic function. We have exponent function that will return the Euler's number e raised to the power of a double value. We have a floor function that will returns the largest closest to positive infinity double value. So it will return the double value to us. Then we have get exponent IEEE remainder. We have the log function that will return the natural logarithmic with base e, and we have log 10 that will return with base 10. We have a max function that will identify maximum of the two given double values, float values or integer values. So it will get the greater of the two values that are passed as parameters. So it accepts double, float, integer, long values. Similarly, we have min function that will return the minimum or smaller of the two values. So it also accepts double, float, int, and long values. Similarly, we have next after, next up, and pow function. Pow function is known as for the power function that will accept two parameters. One, the base number, and second, the power value. So it will return the value of the first argument raised to the power of the second argument. So we can use the pow function. Then we have the random function that will return a double value with a positive sign. We have rent function, returns the double value that is closest in value to the argument. Then we have a round function that will accept a double value, float value, and give you the closest long to the argument. Similarly, we have another function, signum and sign function. SQRT is another function that is used very commonly, that accepts a double value and give you the square root of that particular double value. Then we have tan h, 2 degree, 2 radians. We have a ULP function. So let's see in a program some of the common mathematical functions that we can use. So I have taken here some double variables with some values, like x is as 4, y as 3, and a as 3. So how we can use these functions? As these functions belong to math class, so we need to use math, then the dot operator to call the function. For example, here I have called math dot max, and in the max we need to pass two parameter values, x and y, so that from x and y it will return the maximum value. As we can see here, in x and y the maximum value is 4. So it will return the maximum value of the two passed values. So let's see what will be the output of this math.mat function. Let me compile first, close, and show you the output of max function. So you can see maximum is 4.0. Why it is coming 0.0? Remember that function was returning a double value, so we need to take care about the parameter passed values, the types of these passed values, and what value it is returning. Similarly, we can use the other function like math.min. So math.min will return the minimum of the two values. So let's see, you can see minimum is 3.0. In this way you can use the mathematical functions. Now let me see, show you the square root, the SQRT. SQRT, that is a square root, will give you the square root of the particular value that we have passed. We had passed 4, so the square root of 4 here is 2.0. So this is how we can use different functions of the math library. Some of the important functions, like we have a power function here, so it will give you the power x raised to y. So here x is 4, y is 3, so we will get the result x to the power y, that is 4 to the power 3. So you can see this is 64. In the same way, we can use the other functions like logarithmic functions, log, exponent function, radian, sine, cos, tan, and so on. So let me show you the output of all these. Let me compile, close, and show you the output. So you can see all these functions are returning value: maximum, minimum, square root of y, power. So this is logarithmic of x, that was 4, log at the base 10, exponent of a was 30 in the program. So radian value of a, the sine value of a, the cosine value of a, tangent value, sine value, and so on. So in this way you can use the maths library. It is one of the very important and common library that is used for the Java programming. So I hope you have understood the functions and methods that are defined in the math library. Keep learning, subscribe the channel, and tune in for more videos onto the Java programming. Hit the bell icon so you get the notifications of my new videos. Thanks a lot.